How do everyone? My name is Stefan and welcome to Royville. This is my first video. I was inspired to do this from the many great YouTubers that like comics just as much as I do. Sorry, this is really raw. My first time, very nervous. Two of the most notable YouTubers that inspired me or influenced me to do this are Martin from the Aussie Comic Book Collector, I think it's called, and also Ricky from All Sorts of Words. They have great content. I will try to tag them or do whatever that is below so you can check their channels out. Great comic book content. I didn't really know what I was gonna do. I had a few ideas for my first show, whatever you call this, but I decided to just kind of show you what I picked up this week. And so without further ado, because I know that's probably why you're here, to look at some comic books, I'm going to start with my weekly polls. I do have a local comic shop here that I go and pick up stuff from. So we'll start with that, and then we'll look at some more older books that I picked up on Whatnot and also my local gaming shop. So without further ado, here's the first one. So on a recommendation from my local store, I picked up Avengers Twilight #1. I read it. I thought it was pretty good. I do kind of like that, future, what's happening to them. This one started pretty good. Waiting to see Thor, however, and see where he's at, because, that guy probably didn't age a day. But I did like it. This is more, if you are into the Avengers thing, this is more of a Captain America story with the other characters kind of woven in. Kind of an old man Steve Rogers, if you're familiar with the Logan story. But other than that, good read. The next one I was reading was Jay Garrick, The Flash. This is issue #4. It started off pretty slow for me, the series in general. However, once they fought Robert, a robot bear, of course. I mean, why wouldn't that be a robot bear? I really started to like it. They had Stargirl in it with the Flash's daughter, and at the mall, things happen at the mall. It was just a lot of fun, and I'm a big JSA fan, Justice Society of America, and so the Flash, Jay Garrick. The next one I picked up here is, if you can't tell, I'm a little fan of Nightwing. I have my #1 book back there, the first Teen Titans, and then a little toy, it's action figure, not a doll, action figure of Nightwing. But Nightwing #110, and let me tell you, I think Taylor is killing it. I love this run. Very fun, very exciting. You got to see, I mean, he was able to get his shirt off, not that, but there was, pirate adventures, going a little hot and heavy, well, maybe not a little hot and heavy, but he was in now a relationship with Barbara Gordon. Okay, I always wanted him to end up with Coriander. I thought those kids really deserved each other. But anyway, this is a tie-in to Titans Beast World. Very fun, very good. Next one I have for you is Superman #10. I am a huge fan of Westerns, and I like Superman. I did like he travels back in time to the West. I wish he actually would have kind of stayed there a little bit longer. He does, spoiler alert, well, spoilers for all of these. He does return to the modern day at the end of the book, and I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of the ugly and the dead from Superman. But it was a really good story. I think the other hero's name was Moonlight. I really liked her story and her background. Hopefully they use her more. But good story. Just wish they would have stayed in the West a little bit more. The next one is, who likes the Titans? I do. So the next one is the newest Titans book, number 7. Once again, this is kind of a tie-in to Titans Beast World. However, this is a little bit more what's going on with the Titans. And I just love the interplay between all of the characters. Raven is quickly becoming one of my favorites. Granted, I like all of the Titans, but Raven in the newest run, I think is getting a little bit more elevated in her personality and ability. So, yeah, that's the new Titans book. The second to last one I picked up was Superman Lost. Now, this is the conclusion of the story. Basically, something happens, Superman's saving the world, and then he gets shunted into the far corners of the cosmos for 10 years, or 10 or 20 years, and then he comes back about an hour later in our time, space, timey-wimey, and then has to basically deal with the loss of what happened when he was gone for that long. Great story. Really, really like it. The ending was a little bit kind of high concept for me, and I'm not a smart guy. But definitely pick up these. Definitely worth the read. If you can get the trade when that comes out, get the trade. And the last pull for the week that I picked up was John, and here we go. I'm saying John Constantine. If you can prove me wrong, please do. If you think that it should be said the right way, I'll say Constantini. But other than that, I'm going to say Constantine, sorry. So John Constantine, Hellblazer, dead in America. Spoiler alert, he comes to America, but he's actually dead. That's right. He's not only dead, but heaven and hell don't want him. Stay out of here, man. You're too much of a problem for us. So now he's trying to cure his condition. I love the art. The writing is great. And definitely, I would pick this one up if I were you. Very, very good. John Constantine, Hellblazer, Dead in America. Great read. All right. So those are my polls for the week. So I got a lot of stuff, little Christmas money, we'll just say. I got a lot of stuff from, I like to go to Whatnot and watch some of their auctions and see if I can get any deals. So a lot of this is from Whatnot. A couple of them are from my local store. So without further ado, let's look at some of them. So I'm really into Thor. Long blonde hair, and I'm trying to collect all of Walt Simonson's run. It's one of my favorite runs of all time of any comic book, and I got a lot of the big ones. You know, the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill, the first Stormbreaker, first Thor as a frog. Fun read. So now I'm just trying to kind of fill in everything else. I'd love to have the full run. So just going to go through some here. I got, first video. I've got the Mighty Thor 341. Sorry, first video. I've got the Mighty Thor, the Hand of Death, 343. And I really love this color with Malekith. The Mighty Thor, 345. Love how he's just kind of over Thor and getting ready to pounce. But, you know, it's Thor. What are you going to do? He's going to kick your butt. All right. So, that's all of that. However, I did get a few other Thors, and I'm just going to put these all up as one block. And this is Thor, God of Thunder. I love this run, and I actually read them on the comic app for Marvel. But I really love this run, and I'd like to start collecting some of it. And I was found on Whatnot that they had this storyline, The Accursed, and they had the whole thing, kit and caboodle, in very good condition, so I snatched those up. Can't wait to read these. Loved the, now I haven't gotten this far in the run when I was doing the ones on the app, so I can't wait. I love the art, I love the storytelling, can't wait to get into these. All right, as you know, I'm a big fan of Titans, so I did get the last one I needed for the Judas contract. And I'm going to try to get, I just need a few more. I'm going to try to get all of the new Teen Titans and all the Tales of the Teen Titans, because I kind of think of that as one run. So I'm going to try to get all of them and then just sit down with some popcorn and just read them. I read sporadic issues as a kid. I love the team. And I just can't wait till I get all of them and am able to get through them. Don't worry, I have that, but I also have a raw copy that I can read. So, and the next one I'm going to do is a little bit of a interesting story. So I got Justice League Dark from a Whatnot sale. Don't worry, it was a seller that I trust a lot, and they're really great. However, I really like the Justice League Dark characters. I like the concept. As you can see, I'm a big fan of John Constantine. So when I saw that they were selling issues 1 through 29 as a pretty good cheap bundle, oh my gosh, I was like, get that right now. Can't wait to get these in my hands and read them. Love all those characters. So it shows up the other day, and little did I know that there was a volume 2. And that's what I got. So none of those, well, I don't think any of those characters are actually in this comic. However, remember what I said. I got the bundle. Yep. All 29 issues of this run. Make sure you know what you're getting, kids. However, that being said, I looked it up on my little comic app, and not only did I get issues 1 through 29, that constitutes the whole run of Volume 2. So, I have the whole thing. And I do like Detective Chimp. I don't really know why Wonder Woman is such a prominent character in Justice League Dark. Thought she was kind of like a shining light. However, she is magical. So, I'm very, very interested to see what this series is, and I have the whole thing. I can start from 1 to 29 all the way through. And also, another added bonus is, and I don't know if I'm going to say the name right, it is written, most of the series is written by Tinian IV. And I am a big fan of Tinian's the fourth, well, Tinian. Sorry, first video. Drink. I'm a big fan of his World Tree series, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to do with Justice League Dark. All right, and now a few big boys I was able to get. Okay, here we go. Really excited. All right, so I got this one at my local comic shop, and I am a huge fan of this team, or shall I say gang. The first appearance of the Royal Flush Gang. I am all on board. I am all in on the Royal Flush Gang. I read this issue. I thought it was great. I loved the little kind of them breaking off and fighting each of the various Justice Leaguers in their own little adventures. I love the guns that shoot cards that do various effects. I love the gaudy cosplay costume. Gaudy cosplay costume. Anyway, so I love this issue. I'm so glad that I'm able to own it. I want to get some of the other issues that feature this gang. Probably one of, if not my favorite villain groups. All right, so now the last two on my list for tonight. I love art by Jack Kirby. The Kirby Crackle just takes me to a happy place every time I see it. I really like the New Gods. I like that mythos. But my number one is Mr. Miracle. And I love that character. I love his interaction with Big Barda. For me, it's not Wonder Woman, it's Big Barda. I would love to see her in her own series. I'd love to see her with a series with Mr. Miracle. Loved Tom King's run. I would eat that up. I would put it in ice cream and yeah. Tom King's run, loved it, would love more of that. However, I do like the old stuff too. I like where he came from, and I love the covers. So, without further ado, I got two Mr. Miracles. The first one I got from a Whatnot show is Mr. Miracle number 6. And the app that I use to store like what I have for comics says this is the first team appearance of the Female Furies. Now, not sure if that's the case. I haven't read it yet. I just got it. Literally, I opened it up about an hour ago. However, look at this cover. Look at this cover. Just see how beautiful it is. Look at it. Yes. Yeah, it is a great cover. I love that he's kind of rocketing to his death, but it's Mr. Miracle. Scot-free is going to get away. I just love the colors. I may try to do a little bit of a clean on this so that the whites and the little colors spark a little bit more. But yeah, I love this cover, and it is the absolute favorite cover I have of Mr. Miracle yet. Now, granted, I only have about 4 of the original run of Mr. Miracle, but this is by far top of the list. All right. And then the last book that I'm going to show for tonight. Now, you'll see here, if you can zoom in, I paid $11 for it. It's not in great condition. However, I've already read it. I love this read. And it is Mr. Miracle, number 18, The Marriage of Scot-free and Barda. This was a fun read. I really like those two characters together. I like when you're able to have two characters. Since I'm older, I do have a wife. So I like to see the interaction of a husband and wife team. I really like Big Barda and Mr. Miracle. I love Superman and Lois. I love Ralph Dibny and Sue Dibny. So yeah, this is a great, fun read. Really like the end of it. I liked at the end of it. They pissed off Darkseid because they got married. And yeah, so this is a great one. And I'm so happy, even though it's not a great copy of it. Still definitely worth reading. Definitely a lot of fun. All right, well, that was my first video. Hope you all enjoyed it. I will definitely be getting more comics and showing you what I got. I also will maybe talk about some stuff that I already have. I do plan on talking about the Teen Titans, hopefully not ad nauseum, but I do like them. They're probably my favorite superhero team. And so if you like this content, please let me know down in the comments. If anything you saw piqued your interest, we can talk about it. Other than that, if you'd like to subscribe for more of this stuff, then please do. Hit the notification bell, I think is what they say. And yeah, thank you very, very much. And I hope to see you soon. Bye, everybody.